Okay, so you can see it looks kind of messy. I balanced out these 3 negatives with 3 positives, put 3 positives over here, zeroed out, and that left me with 4x equals -8. And so I put 2 negatives in each one of these. 2 negatives in each one. Okay, so x equals -2. That's a -2. And then I put it back into my answer, and I saw, yes, it's a -2. Whenever I first did the model, I thought the answer was 2. And then I was like, oh my goodness, that doesn't work out with working it out mathematically. It is a -2. So you need to make sure and watch your signs and what's going over into the bars. So let's look at a division 1. And so the way that we're going to set this up is first make our x, and it's divided by 2. And we need a -3, -1, 2, 3. And we've got -6 on this side. Okay, so now I'm going to zero pair these out by adding 3 positives, and so that goes away, and adding 3 positives, so that goes away. So I'm left with -3. So that means that -3 goes here and -3 goes here. So -3 plus -3 is -6. So my x equals -6. Now let's put that back in and make sure it makes sense. So -6 divided by 2 is -3, minus 3 is -6, so it checks. And you can do it mathematically. X divided by 2 minus 3 equals -6. You're going to add 3 to this side, add 3 to this side. So x divided by 2 is -3. And then to multiply by 2 on both sides would be x equals -6. So it checks both ways. Okay, sometimes you're going to be given variables on both sides of the equation, and you're still looking to get x all on one side, x by itself. So you have to draw the model of what's represented in the problem. Here's 2x, and then -4. And then you have x on this side, and a +6. Okay, now the first thing you can do is you can look at the x's and see if there's anything that cancels out. So since these weigh the same, you can just cross them out from both sides. Now you have 1x. And so now this looks like x minus 4 equals 6. And you would solve it just that way. You would add 4 here, add 4 here, and so x equals 10. And put it back in and make sure it makes sense. So 2 times 10 minus 4 equals 10 plus 6, and that's 20 minus 4 is 16 equals 16, so it checks. Now this is where I've been telling you not to try to do these in your head, because when you get to this point, you really need the models and the understanding of how things are canceling each other out. Okay, so now you want to be given the model, and you need to say what equation it's showing. So this is just 2x minus 3 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 equals 7. That's the equation. So to solve it, I'm going to add 3 to this side and add 3 to this side. And now I have 2x equals 10, and I can do the whole okay. This group goes to here, and this group goes to here. And that's 5 of them, 2, 3, 4, 5. So x equals 5. And if I put that back in, 2 times 5 is 10, minus 3 is 7. 7 equals 7, so it's checked. So you do this one and then come back and see how you did and if you did it right.